Good morning. Welcome to 6:20 on a Saturday. It does exist. You don't just have to stay up on Friday to see this. It's actually here. We're going to the station for lots of train journeys that should arrive at our hotel in, I don't know how many hours because it's confusing, some hours from now.
Welcome to another episode of Toby's Stupid Vlog.
Welcome to Paris. That was easy. Last time I was here I was going to Switzerland, or coming from Switzerland. It was dark and I was very tired. Whereas now it's light and I'm only moderately tired. We've got to go and find line number 2, which is the blue line, which takes us round to the Arc de Triomphe, which is pretty much where we're staying, in Hotel Napoleon. So that was a bit more difficult than I thought, but we're here. 10 tickets and one journey later. Ooh, excuse me. This is our slightly bizarre Art Nouveau Hotel Napoleon. It is built by Napoleon, hence the name, and then he stayed here. None of that is true. Right, this, as you may recognise, is the Arc de Triomphe. It's quite big, you can't really see it from down here, so we're going to go up the Arc de Triomphe and then look at everything else from it. It's probably like 1 trillion stairs or something like that. That's a lot of stairs. This is where you sit down and admire the fact that you're in an arch. Start. So he looks angry. What we have here is a video feed of people underneath us. I don't realise we're watching. Quite an impressive 360. Ignore the man with the iPad. He's just making a fool of himself. That's La Défense. And I think that's Tour Montparnasse. It's been a long time. Come around here. And this is Champs-Élysées. Keep going. And you can see Montmartre and the Sacré-Cœur up there. And that's not the Champs-Élysées. This is the Champs-Élysées. There. And some gold-roofed building there. And that you might recognise, that's the Eiffel Tower. As you can see, all the waiters are dressed as sailors. Here we are, there's our room. Can't see it. It's very stripy, everything's stripy. Are they real bricks? Are they fake bricks? Fake bricks. And the elevator has glass doors so you can see every floor you go past. Carrying on the Champs-Élysées where we left off. On my left you'll notice the famous chocolatier from Bruges, Jeff. We're heading down to the Place de la Concorde, down here. So this is further down the Champs-Élysées, and there's a Christmas market, as you'll note, on both sides. Serving all sorts of things like kebabs, yes, kebabs, churros, and Christmas beer and other such fun stuff. And candy floss bigger than your torso. We finally made it down to the end, to the Place de la Concorde. There's the needle, clearly stolen from Egypt. And there's a that golden dome, which I think is Musée d'Orsay, but I'm not sure entirely. Now the river's here, so I need to work out exactly where everything else is. The Notre Dame and what have you. So this is Place Vendôme. Nice, isn't it? Totally French. Heading towards Galeries Lafayette, slowly. So that there is a bottle of 1989 Chateau Petrus, which is the most amazing wine. Do you want to know how amazing a 1989 Chateau Petrus is? I can't make that out. 55,000 euros is the answer, so don't drop it. These are the finest Bordeaux in the world, all in one spot. Don't break anything. So this is the Galeries Lafayette. This is the main central point, as it were. Nice sparkly star there. It's like an opera house, I mean, except it's selling a lot of perfume. Impressive. So here we are in front of the Louvre. You can see the Eiffel Tower there, glowing happily. And this here building on the left is where the Mona Lisa is. Oh, there's a nice searchlight going on there. Someone on the Eiffel Tower is looking for someone. Now over here is the famous pyramid, which is a bit of a contrast from the rest of the Louvre, deliberately. There you go, little pyramid. Big pyramid. Ta-da! So we're down by the quayside. See the searchlight coming out from the Eiffel Tower. Not quite sure what that building is. There's lots of bridges, as you might imagine. So then, this is Notre Dame, but as you can see it's quite dark. I've got the tiny lens on the other camera, so I can't really get it all in the shot. Yes, that's Our Lady, as it's known. I'm going to have a quick look before we go and find something to eat. It's very nice here. It's on the bank side. It's the same. This is the inside of the Notre Dame. Now, do you recognise where we are? I would say possibly not, unless you're a big Woody Allen fan. Let me give you some scale. Oop, trying to fall off the stairs. So imagine you're standing here and a vehicle from the 1920s drives up the hill, parks here, you get in and you drive off that way. Having sat on these steps, like so. Any closer? Okay, midnight in Paris, trust me. Technically this is the second time we've done this walk in the last hour. It's the same route to get the train to where we just were. has to get the metro to where we're going now, which is back to hotel. Fresh fruit. So on some of the lines, the trains don't have wheels like you know them. They have like big tyres, as you can see. So this is a little bit odd. And they sort of just drive them around as if they're big vans. So I guess they're not technically trains. I don't know how you define a train, but not like that. It's the magic one-way doors. That's how you get out. Right, we're going to bed because it's like nearly 10 o'clock and we've been up since before 6, let's say. So this is a good moment to call it a night. I'll leave you just with one image, which is that. There we go. Night. This is our little room. It's not that little, as you can see. All Napoleonic era drawings and whatnot because it's Hotel Napoleon. And it's quite sunny today, so we should be heading out. It's our bathroom. Good morning. It's very sunny. It's Paris. We're walking past embassies and expensive cars. Done Egypt and Azerbaijan, and what is that flag? Is that red or orange? Is that Italy or Hungary or Ireland? And it's probably Italy or Hungary. Hungary, I think it's horizontal. Yeah. This is Embassy Land, and we're heading slowly towards the Eiffel Tower, and that is a 1968 Mustang. How surreal. Of course it is. So there you can see the Eiffel Tower. Well, you can't now, there's a tree in the way, but hang on, come around here. On the side. There you go. It's quite big. I haven't really seen an Eiffel Tower since Vegas, and that one's only 1/3 of the size. And this is a lot bigger than I remember. But I think it's only fair that it should go up it. So we're going to come back this evening because the queue's a bit crazy, but what they appear to be doing is building a new first floor with a glass platform, which is completely bonkers and nuts. But that's what they're doing, which is up there. Yeah, so we might go up there instead and look at it from afar. That's where we just were moments ago. It's quite a ridiculous structure if you consider it's like 120 years old. You look at it and, I'll be honest, it just fills you with fear. But it's... Well, there's the other tower. Now that does have an elevator. Interesting. Maybe that's pre-bookings only. Curious. So this is the very top of the Montparnasse Tower. Quite a view from up here. Carry on round. Should be able to see Sacré-Cœur where we will be later, and we should also be able to see the Eiffel Tower, and there are lots of people who are queuing to go up, hilariously. Not the price of a croissant is up here. Probably quite a bit.
Sembra il mare in fondo però,
This is the very top. This is technically the 59th floor, although it's more like the roof, to be honest. And 210 metres up from the Paris skyline. Lovely blue day at least. That's what happens when you Similarly, running into glass is much funny. Anyway. It's the Montmartre funicular. Here comes the funicular. The text doesn't look anything like that. It's working fine. Just the frame rate has confused it. Soon we'll be top of the hill. It's really only a hill. Beautiful weather up here. Timed this rather well. Here it is, Sacré-Cœur. There's the bus / train. The bus train. I've just been in there. Obviously you're not allowed to film in there because it's a basilica and they get very uppity about that. It's a really impressive view from here, which is why everyone comes here. It's kind of a sort of artistic part of Paris. Well, it's the most artistic, but I guess sort of boutique shops and that kind of thing. And there's the Tour Montparnasse that we were up before. It's the square with all the artistes. Although I dare say they're outnumbered about 50 to 1 by the tourists. Very nice pictures there. Just had some lunch. Now we're trying to get back onto the metro. Here we go, here's the metro. So we can go south again. Towards, where are we going towards? Saint-Sulpice. It's not very far from one station to the other. In fact, you can probably see the train coming towards us. That's the next station up there. That's Montmartre, that's where we got off. And now we're going the other way. This is Saint-Sulpice. This is in front of Saint-Sulpice. It's very nice, it's very French, classic square. Sun just beginning to come down. Now I'm going to head towards Luxembourg Palace. It's got massive gardens and it's just kind of that way. This is the Palace du Luxembourg. Interestingly, the gardens here are nearly as big as the whole of Luxembourg. It's very nice in the sort of evening sun. I was looking at this from the top of the Tour Montparnasse, so I'm imagining when we get round this corner there should be a pretty large tower on the horizon. That's quite fancy schmancy. Very nice. And there's a bit too much sun there to actually see what's going on. There's the tower. See, very subtle. There's a lot of sailing boats, tiny little sailing boats. You push them in and then off they go with the wind. There's somebody here in a powerboat, remote control powerboat, who's chasing ducks. Not appropriate. They really go quite well. Inside the Musée d'Orsay, where you're not really supposed to film or photograph, but you know, you can't not, because it looks so good. This is the bridge covered in padlocks. And that's Les Invalides. That's Pont Neuf. Fantastic. And that's the Louvre behind us. Yes. We're here again, only this time hopefully we'll actually go up. So this is the second floor of the Eiffel Tower, which is quite high enough for me, I'll be honest. The Tourment upon this is much higher, but even than the top of this, somehow it doesn't have quite the same sturdy feel about it. So these are the big wheels that drive the elevator up and down, and these are the queuing to the top. Right here. See, can you make up the searchlights? There they are, yes. Going round and round. Blinding the local aeroplanes and members of the public. Time to go down. That's down. Watch out for the blinding lights. You can see our path. It changes angle in a moment. And this is what it does on the hour, every hour. Flashes. Lots of flashing. We are back. We've had dinner and I've run out of battery on pretty much everything, so this will cut out in a very short period of time. And we've been out about 12 hours today. I think probably more since we left the place. And now we're going to bed. Because I don't know what time it is, but it feels much later. Morning. Just having breakfast on the Champs-Élysées. Classy. And we're going to head down to the Louvre, possibly, which is kind of to my right. And past Hotel Bristol. That's the plan. So this very sparkly looking hotel is the Hotel Bristol. It's very nice. You might have also seen it in the same film, Midnight in Paris. It's also very expensive, as you'd imagine. But it's well decorated. It's thoroughly Christmasified. This is the Carousel de Louvre, which is a shopping centre under the Louvre, in much the same way there's one under Canary Wharf. It's very shiny and covered in marble. And I think that's the bottom of the pyramid. Which means we're somewhere. Oh, apple shop. Obviously. Of course you have one at the Louvre. Why wouldn't you? Here we are. See, there's the Louvre upstairs, and we're downstairs, bottom of the pyramid. Just come from the shopping centre. I'm just heading for the ticket person. Very exciting, I think you'll agree. It's quite modest in here. See, just your run-of-the-mill enormous palace covered in ridiculous frescoes and marble columns and whatnot. Nice little places to sit. And Jesus. Some more frescoes. Love a bit of Jesus. You see now along this corridor, this gives you some idea of the sort of palace that the French royals lived in. Hence the reason the French royals are so unpopular with the locals. There you go, it's Mona Lisa. It's quite busy, should we look the other way? Check this out. Look, it's a Venus de Milo. Armless. Non-her admirers. All the rooms here are really quite stunning. Like huge marble floors and huge vaulted ceilings. We've come down like 2 floors from where we were before, and all the ceilings are that high. Who doesn't love a good Sphinx? So this is the medieval underbelly of the Louvre. That was the crypt of the Sphinx, and this is what keeps the Louvre up, presumably. Exciting. So the question is, what is that holding up? Something, presumably. Like a massive, great pillar of some variety. Or maybe it's a very early roundabout. See, look, they've got detail up there, so they obviously intended someone to see that. Who is the question? This is how you get out of the Louvre. Go up the spiral staircase and out the pyramid. Quite a modest affair, isn't it? So that's where we just had lunch, in that little cafe space. We're now on the prowl for souvenirs. That's the opera down there. Welcome to another chocolate / biscuit shop. We're back at Place de la Concorde. Really get a feel for how they drive like complete maniacs around here. There's no obvious lanes. Traffic lights are purely advisory, so like maniacs is the best way. Really wouldn't want to be on a bike around here. See, the weather's really good. Back at the Christmas market in, where are we? Up from Place de Concorde towards, what's the next station? FDR? George V, going up the Champs-Elysees. It's not as cold as you might think it should be for a Christmas market. It's actually very pleasant. And I've just eaten a marshmallowy thing. It tastes of blackberries. Amazing. Crepe? There you go. It's quite a location for a Starbucks, isn't it? Beautiful arcade off the Champs-Elysees. We're back in the hotel. Kind of outwalked, as it were. So we'll just come to have a sit down and then we're going to go get on the train. Lyndsey's just sitting there eating the remains of Jamie Oliver's cake, looking slightly sheepish, just working our way through it. It was a full-size 2-tier sponge cake. As you can see, it's now a very small thing. Hello there, I'm not even sure that I've said anything since I got back from Paris, have I? Have I filmed anything at all? Maybe I have. Maybe something tiny. Anyway, hi. I'm back. We're both back. It was excellent. I still haven't finished unpacking. You can see my I Heart Paris t-shirt and camera and whatnot. Amazing pictures, fantastic weather, amazing place, Paris. But a lot of walking. A little bit tired on the old legs, but you know, first world problems and all that. Anyway, I thought I should at least comment on today, because I was going to film something, I didn't get a chance because I was too busy. First of all, very hilarious dispute with Whole Foods, where Vino was very upset about the price of their chicken breast, rightfully so, £8 something for one breast of chicken, unbelievable. And they sent down their entire marketing team to reassure her, but I don't think they adequately explained why one breast of chicken cooked could cost £8.50 regardless of how much it costs, you know, wholesale. There's just no way that that's a reasonable price. So that was very funny. That took about half an hour. But anyway, this afternoon we had a little interview thing that we did a while back, where the James O'Brien from LBC sits down with the three heads of our company, Ashley, Stephen and Richard, and asked them questions that we've submitted. And I'm trying to think why being reasonably tactful. I have a lot of time for Ashley. Very passionate man. Don't always agree with everything he does, but then you don't expect to agree with everything that the person in charge does. He's a good listener. He's open to criticism, and he's very dynamic. And you know, he's got a very bright future ahead of him, I'm sure. Steve and I don't work for, so I wouldn't like to make comment on him. Don't think that's probably fair. He's good with numbers, clearly. But he used to be a journalist, so I simply don't trust him at all. Nothing you can really do about that. Richard, though, is an issue. And let's put it this way. I believe that there are a lot of people who have issue with Richard, and I don't believe he has allayed their fears. And I can't see a situation which won't end in him losing a lot of people because of that. And today's answers from him to the questions that were asked, I don't think he dealt with them well. And I don't think he answered the questions in a thoughtful, courteous, or respectful manner. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. But there we go. I thought I should at least put this down. This is kind of a living record of my day-to-day, so it's only fair that I should record those feelings as well. Anyway, more important news. I've started some Christmas shopping, and I'm having a curry tonight, so that's excellent.
Jesus, everyone should leave by now. This is ridiculous, thank you. I mean, Jesus, you know, change happens and it's done. To leave like this is insane.
Oh. So here is some Korean barbecue. These are some various, what are these, mushrooms, chicken,
lettuce,
squid, lettuce, things.
kimchi.
Yeah, kimchi, which is cabbage and chilli.
don't
And
know
this
what
is
these
the
are.
actual barbecuing process of some sirloin. It looks much redder on the camera than it is in real life. And then we have some soy sauce and some
Oh, there's
white. And in here we have rice. I think we have plenty of food.
I think we do.
Yeah.
What's that on that?
So one of them is chicken, one of them
That
is
must be chicken. That's
tops
beef.
beef, and one of them is steak. Yes, there is a difference between beef and steak. Right then, that was a fun week. Bit of Paris, and then back to work. Anyway, thanks for watching, and next week Christmas officially starts. Finally.